How did I get into farming?
Well, I always knew from when I was little that I wanted to work outside, and I knew that I wanted to do something that was good for the planet.
It all started when Tim and I started dating. We both have not coming from a family, we didn't come from a farming background. Neither one of our families farmed. I wasn't allowed to own a pet growing up at all. This was rebellion is what it is.
I met a woman who her and her husband owned this farm. They needed some summer help, so I started off just kind of working here during the summer. And then
I quit college, and just by chance I went to work on a farm.
I actually started my first farm before I even finished college. It was just really nice to go to these markets and sell vegetables to all sorts of different kinds of people and different income levels, or just cultures and backgrounds, and that's what really brought me into farming. I tried a few other things out. I burned out a couple of times early on in my farming career, and went to massage school once. I thought about going to cooking school at one point. I've done a little bit of woodworking, various kinds of things.
And what it really is it just started where I told him I always wanted some egg-laying chickens for myself. So when we first started dating, he bought me egg-laying chickens, and I fell in love, and he said, I'm gonna get a couple cows, and I laughed at him. I'm like, yeah, whatever, and he did.
We used to not have electricity on the farm, so we used to, for Saturday morning harvest, we'd have to come out here about 4:35 in the morning with headlamps on, and we have a really nice view of the east side of town, East Hill. So every morning when the sun would rise, every Saturday when the sun would rise, everyone would kind of take their moment and appreciate the sun and what it was doing. So for me, my moment was, it was an epiphany that, I should be farming.
I was just more drawn to, doing something like for the earth.
I'm going literally from pasture to plate here at my house, and that changed my whole perspective, and that's why I continue to do it, because honestly I'm providing other people now. It started with just my family and myself, and then it went to our family and friends, and now I've expanded it to lots of people's families and friends, and I just feel good knowing them that they're eating a food that they can trust and they can eat, and it's good and it's clean meat. They're not biting into something disgusting and putting toxins in their body, and it feels good. So that's why I continue to do it, and selfishly feels good.
This is what I discovered early in my adult life, and I never really looked too hard for anything else. It really felt good to me to sell vegetables to people who really appreciated it, and that it was just anybody pretty much.
I didn't get into farming. I didn't start farming because I really liked vegetables, or I really, love the earth. I mean, I do like all those things, but I think the biggest thing for me was that, it was a tangible job. I was having a positive impact on my community, and that felt really good. So I quit my job on Monday and became a full-time farmer.
I was like, oh, everything they do every day is what they believe in. And it was really inspiring to feel like that you could really do something every day that is actually in line with your beliefs.
I think the thing that makes me feel best about what I'm doing, I don't know. Every week, people say little things, like people will call me their farmer, or people will get really excited about some vegetable or thing that I've shared with them, and that really keeps me going a little bit. We feed a lot of people. We feed a lot of people really good food, and knowing that is pretty cool.